Ladies and gentlemen, today we remember the 1935 Bowlus Road Chief. A travel trailer so beautiful it looks like an aircraft. Fuselage decided to quit flying, buy a picnic blanket, and become the most elegant home on wheels in America. Before Airstream became the famous Silver Bullet, name everybody remembers Bowlus was already there, polished, aerodynamic and confident, like it had arrived from the future and politely refused to explain itself. This was not just camping. This was luxury travel with rivets, dignity, and enough shine to make a gas station attendant check his reflection before giving directions. And please, subscribe to Camporto, because every subscription helps us keep these forgotten machines alive. Press the button gently, like closing the door on a restored trailer, not like a toxic neighbor slamming his garage because somebody parked 3 inches too close to his imaginary property empire. The Bowlus Road Chief was born in the United States in 1935, during the Great Depression, which makes the whole story even more outrageous. Most people were worried about money, work, food, and whether politicians had once again discovered a new way to make life complicated. And then aerospace engineer Hawley Bowlus looked at the world and said, in spirit, what America needs right now is an ultralight luxury travel trailer made with aircraft thinking. That is not business logic, that is beautiful madness with measurements. Bowlus did not begin by chasing a giant market. The Road Chief grew from earlier experimental trailers known as the Eggs, made with steel tubing and stretched aircraft canvas. They were practical, light, and closer to cargo trailers, but Bowlus saw a better path. He understood aircraft construction, and he realized that Duraluminum, an aluminum alloy already proving itself in aviation, could create a trailer that was strong, light, and visually unforgettable. My friend Timmy once tried to build a camping pod out of plywood, 2-door hinges, and optimism. It survived 14 minutes and 1 suspicious sneeze. The first Road Chief was built on commission for a client who had seen Bowlus traveling with an earlier version and wanted one for himself. That first unit became historic twice. First as the beginning of the Bowlus story in 1935, and later as the inspiration for the modern revival of the company after Geneva Long and her father restored it and took it across America. Technically, the Road Chief had no engine, no displacement, no horsepower, no transmission, and no fuel consumption of its own, because it was not a motorhome. It was a towable travel trailer, and that is important. Its performance depended on the towing car, but its brilliance came from weight, structure, and packaging. The trailer measured 21 feet long, or about 6 meters, and 6 feet wide, or about 2 meters. Its dry weight was only 1/100 pounds, or about 499 kilograms, a remarkable figure for a trailer large enough to sleep 4 people. The aluminum body was assembled with about 5,000 aircraft-grade rivets, giving the Road Chief a construction style that felt closer to aviation than ordinary camping equipment. The elongated body was not just decoration. It gave the trailer its unmistakable profile and helped create the sense that this thing belonged on highways that had not yet been invented. Inside, Bowlus gave travelers a private bedroom, a convertible dinette, and lounge area, a full kitchen, electricity supplied from the towing car, and pre-plumbing. The restored first trailer preserves the spirit of that layout, including sleeping for 4 and a 2-block all-aluminum fireproof kitchen. It even had a telephone connection to communicate with the towing car while traveling, which was legal at the time. Imagine that in 1935 you could call the driver from the trailer, while today people need 3 group chats and still miss the exit. Geneva Long and her father later found the first Road Chief abandoned in a field after a rough earlier restoration. They removed later jealousy windows, replaced every body rivet by hand, carefully redid the wood interior, selected period-correct fabrics, kept original details such as some light fixtures, and added discreet modern features, including a gas cooktop, plumbing, a battery system, and a toilet. It became usable again without losing its soul, which is more than I can say for Timmy after he discovered discount tequila and a folding chair with cup holders. Design-wise, the Bowlus Road Chief was not trying to look rich, it simply was rich in thought. Its beauty came from aircraft logic, not decorative panic. The polished Duraluminum skin, the stretched body, the rivets, the narrow stance, and the clean layout all work together like one confident idea. We see many vehicles that shout for attention. The Road Chief just stands there quietly, and somehow everyone else in the campsite starts looking overdressed or underplanned. Compared with later aluminum trailers, especially the 1936 Airstream Clipper, the Bowlus feels like the original spark before the campfire became commercial. Airstream became the household name, but Bowlus carried the earlier DNA aviation material, light construction, luxury travel, and that unforgettable capsule shape. It was aimed at people who wanted the road without giving up comfort. In 1935, that was not normal camping, that was optimism with a polished shell. And here is the warm truth. The 1935 Bowlus Road Chief deserves every bit of its reputation. It was elegant, clever, advanced, and brave enough to imagine beautiful leisure during an ugly economic time. Before the price, let us simply praise it. This trailer did not just carry luggage, food, beds, and dreams. It carried the idea that travel could be graceful. Even Bob would admire it, though he would first check the rivets for alien tracking devices. Now the money. In 1935, the Bowlus Road Chief cost about $1,100, which was described as 2 or 3 times the price of an automobile and roughly half the price of a house. A verified modern dollar or euro equivalent, a highest auction sale, and a current average auction value were not provided, so we will not invent them. That is painful for a storyteller, but better than Timmy doing market research after 2 beers and a sandwich. Thank you to our Campoto sponsors, the brave people who support this channel so we can keep polishing forgotten history instead of arguing with comment sections full-time. May your trailers stay dry, your tow cars stay strong, and may your neighbor never borrow your tools just for 5 minutes.